Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Siralim Ultimate. And in this episode, let's see how we can follow up to what happened last episode, where it was a bit of a frenzy, a card finding frenzy. We found 8 cards. We went from 933 to 941, and now we only have 111 cards that remain to be found in the whole game. There's not much more to say. It was a fantastic episode, and you have to believe that chances of us replicating that are going to be low, but I guess there's only one way to find out, and that one way is going to be, let's jump in to a random realm and see what awaits us. Okay. So, this is also going to be, so this is going to be a regular episode. Then I'm going to do the, I'm going to take another specialization, another class out for a spin to do the 100 Realms achievement. And then next episode, which is going to be the Wednesday episode, is going to be the one that shows you any highlights that I found while doing that. And then, we'll do another episode at the end of that. And then we'll close out the week with 2 normal episodes. And we'll do this for a couple weeks, and we'll see how it feels. We'll see how it feels. If we find more cards in this episode, though, I might end up doing multiple specializations, because if we are so, like, if we're ahead of where we need to be in terms of the rate at which we're finding cards, then I don't have to go that hard when when I'm doing the 100 realms. I'm also farming cards on the side. But if we're really ahead of the curve, then I don't have to go so hard farming cards during that, and that could give me enough room to just get another specialization done. That's something I'll think about. But because I don't want to depend too much on RNG, I think... Wait, what? Why are you so... Excuse me? Why were these guys so tough? I was gonna say we are ahead of the curve now, but that's not something we can take for granted, because we could go through a patch where we have multiple episodes where we don't find anything. So don't wanna make any premature conclusions just yet. But last episode was huge. It really put us in a good place. 8 cards is a lot. And let's see what happens in this episode. I tell you what, if we find more than 1 card in this episode, then I will strongly consider doing multiple specializations for the next highlights session. Because the quicker we do them, the quicker we'll be done. Okay, these guys are bit tanky. So we have less damage dealt in this realm. Less damage dealt. That seems to be about it in terms of defensive bonuses that the enemy has. But you know what? That's okay. Every once in a while, enemies are just gonna be a little bit tankier than usual. Anyway, let's just keep moving along in this episode and seeing what we can find. They're resistant to debuffs as well, I think? Oh no. Oh no, these creatures were just resistant to debuffs. And would you look at that? First card drop comes from the first realm, Rock Imlink card. And I think we're close to completing the Imlink set. Yeah, just one more. Just one more card will complete this set. Okay, so one card comes in the first realm. If we find even one more card, then I did say that I did say that if I found more than one card in this episode, I would do multiple specializations, and let's see if we find that second card. For now, though, we're at one card, which is nice. What do we need to do? Life creatures, sorcery creatures. Sorcery creatures are pretty close to being done. So let's summon some priests. Some priest viziers. Let's get these guys on the field. And let's see how many of them we can kill. Won't kill all of them, but we'll get a few of them. God, these guys are tanky as well. Is there something that's... What are they fused with? Fused with the demigod race, but I don't know the demigod traits off the top of my head, so I don't know if there's some demigod trait that's giving people big defensive bonuses, or maybe bonuses against certain types of damage. That is also a possibility. Anyway, let's keep things moving. Let me just check to see if we've donated. We probably have, but I can never remember. The reason I can never remember is because I do donation almost as a reflex, and things you do as a reflex, you're not consciously doing them, and then if you try and remember them after the fact, it can be hard, right? Because you're doing them and you're not paying attention while you're doing them. It's like locking the door. Usually, for me, it's a reflexive action, and if I happen to be, if my mind is elsewhere, if I'm thinking of something else, I'm still doing it. I've very rarely not done it, but afterwards I'm always like, oh no, did I do it? I don't think I did it. And then I get home and yeah, I did in fact do it, and I just didn't remember because I was on autopilot. And donating is a pretty similar thing. So we're done with life creatures. You know what? Let's get the sorcery creatures done as well. So, phoenixes. These guys are... These guys are still not giving us their card. Let's tell them what we think about that. Let's see if we can convince them. These guys are easy to kill. Maybe it just depends on what base stats the creatures had. Maybe priests are just like they have higher health, higher health or higher defense, or something like that. Possibly. Anyway, let's we'll kill a couple more just for fun. Okay, so Keyforge mission we should hand in and start a new one. Actually, let's hold on to it. Let me take a look at my projects, because how close is the pilgrimage to being... So pilgrimage is going to be done soon. We might as well start the Keyforge. The next Keyforge now. These guys are just... pretty robust compared to the phoenixes that we just killed. So, hang on, what is their trait? Maybe that explains it. No, not even that. It's just... Okay, so the demigod trait is sometimes giving them more maximum health. Well, I don't want to kill too many more of these guys. I want to go to another realm, so I'm going to do just that. Let's go back home, hand in our Keyforge, start another Keyforge, and let's just carry on. We've already found one card. And now we are about to fight another boss, which we will take in the Arachnid Nest. Like we do. Let's roll ourselves a nice bonus, like we also do. Even though sometimes it can take a while. And this is taking a while. Okay, come on. Come on, game. Come on, game. Yeah, there's some really, really bad rolls that we're seeing. There we go. Yeah, that took us quite a while. Oh, I just realized we're at realm 2000. Well, that's a lovely milestone moment, I guess. It goes to show, well, we started this series at realm depth 415, so we haven't done all 2000 of these realms in the series, but still, are we silenced? Or what's going on? Are they fused with... Fuck off, dude. Oh, they're fused with... Man, what? Okay, well... Well, you know what? It's fine. I'll get over it. Get some gratitude out of you. Alright, let's get this done. I think I saw a treasure golem to the right. I did indeed. Oh, you're backed into a corner, son. And you're dead now. And we get nothing for our troubles. Sad. This realm is fucking weird. Anyway, let's take you out. Okay, come on. You know, vortexes are not good creatures because they can silence you and they have a chance of disrupting your spells. And I mainly do damage via spells. Even though the eventual damage ends up being attack damage, I do it via a spell called Rabid Dementia. And so far they haven't interrupted me, but it's coming. It's coming. You know it's coming. Everybody knows. Everybody knows it's coming. Whenever vortexes are involved. Alright. Alright. It's also fully infested by cockatrices. Treasure. And you know what, because I'm feeling a little insane, I might even do some summoning at the candle. We'll see. Let's first take out the Nether Boss and the False God. Sorry, the Nether Boss and the Master. Yeah. What? Why were there corpse explosions? I don't get it. Fuck, just skip your turn, dude. Oh my goodness. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely vile. You know what? There we go. There we go. Whew, that was dumb. That was really dumb. And a Rune of Prophecies is looking pretty nice. Alright. Let's take a blacksmith here. Oh, hello there. Yeah, okay. Well. Yep, here comes the silence. Ugh. So I could do Greater Dispel? But then everybody's gonna just... You know what? Yeah, this makes more sense. No, of course it doesn't work because it's a spell and then they'll immediately... Ah, okay. That was... pretty... That... Okay, that was pretty dumb, but we did get there in the end. And we get a trait netherstone spatter. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Okay, 237. If an enemy with bleeding dies, okay, but that's, yeah. That's not that bad, I guess. But it's based on the enemy's maximum health. So you... maybe it's not that good. Maybe it's not that good. Anyway, let's get this buried treasure. Another trade netherstone. I am above. Is that interesting? Well, after one of your creatures manually casts an arsenal spell, cast... What? Your other creatures... Oh, artifacts have a chance to cast the spell in their spell slot. Interesting. Alright. That's actually interesting. Are we done with this realm, though? I don't think we are. No, we're not. I tell you what. Because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'll summon some imlings. Because I think there's one left. The Varv imling. Funny name. And let's see how annoyed I get at myself at the end of this. So far. One battle down. As long as our animators goes first, I think we have a pretty good chance of taking these guys out. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad because unlike tremors, they don't also have a chance of interrupting your spells. Sorry, they don't also have a chance of interrupting your attacks. They can only interrupt your spells, but then they can also silence you. So in their own ways, tremors and vortexes are annoying, but I think our party is slightly better equipped to deal with the annoyances of vortexes compared to the annoyances of tremors. Alright, so we're ready to leave. Did we... Is there another... Are there any more Nemesis creatures? I should have checked before I did all this summoning. I don't think there are. I think we're just gonna move on to the next realm. I'll even get into some optional combat. Just because I'm a masochist. Yep, see, they interrupted one of our spells, but then the second one succeeded. This time they silenced us, but we'd already killed them before that became an issue. Alright. I think we're ready to just move along. And, well, looks like I didn't regret summoning these guys, because it gives us our second card for the episode. Varv Imling card has completed the Imling set. Creatures now have more defense while defending. So, that's nice, I guess. And you don't really need to kill the rest of these. I guess there's a chance of finding a skin, but chances of finding skins seems to be pretty low. Although maybe it's not that much different from the chance of finding a card, because we find very few skins, but we also find very few cards as direct creature drops compared to just from random loot. So that's our second card from the episode. Alright, how's our rune looking? Should do this. Yeah, because we will definitely get this for one more realm. And then 2 more realms will give us this. Let's do 2 more realms and get 2 more lines on this Rune of Prophecies. I might just... Yeah, this will be my philosophy, is if we are guaranteed to complete a line by doing 1 more realm, then I will do the 1 more realm and get the 1 more line. So we'll do 2 more realms and get 2 more lines. But that's all we're gonna get, because we're not gonna do this, and we're not gonna do this. Unless we get the Nether encounter, and that just gives you a free completion for one of your Runes of Prophecies. Okay, they got extra traits. They have got extra traits. So you know what? We deal with that like this. And we found 2 cards this episode, so that means... I tell you what, if we find 1 more card, so... on average, I think we need now around 2.9 or 2.87. I think I did the math. So we found 2 cards. If we find 1 more, so that this episode independently is also above the par number. Yeah. Yep. I'm shifting the goalposts just because. You've got to think long term as well. Alright. Alright. That's another another favor rank with Vertrag. That's pretty nice. All right, let's take you out. This was fucking annoying. Did they? They must have shifted the timeline, but did all 6 of them just randomly get... man, I don't even know. Oh, what I do know is that it was pretty annoying and it sucked, but what are you gonna do? Alright, so Imling card obtained means this is done, and now I guess we can do imps. I see no reason not to go for the imp ritualist. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. See if maybe Maybe if we can get card drop number 3. Left and right has nothing for us. That's okay. Alright, you're down. Ooh, we're getting extra chests. That's right. Another buried treasure in this realm. Alright, take these guys down. And this is not this is not one of the rare masters. This is the Shade Master. Alright. Let's start with blank slate. Follow up with this. And is that going to be enough? It was almost enough. This is going to be enough. There we go. Shade Master down. An extra chest for that as well. And let's see if anything materializes from all of these imps we're summoning. Alright. Quite a few of them in this area, but we don't mind. That just means we're getting through these battles, or getting through a bunch of battles pretty quickly, which is what you want when you're farming. You don't want to be running around across a large open map hunting down creatures you summoned, and looks like once again they shuffled the timeline. Very annoying, but that's what extra traits will sometimes do. That's okay. Most of the battles, most of the enemies and most of the battles are fairly well behaved. This time we're blind, which is also annoying, but luckily it didn't affect combat that much. Ooh, we got back-to-back portals. Or mini-boss realms, rather. That's the realm complete. Huh. That was annoying. Alright, let's get these mini boss realms done. And is it the mini boss realms that give us chests in the next combat, or next battle creatures start off the timeline? Next battle enemies drop a chest. Okay, it is these guys. So we're gonna have to get into one more combat just to make sure we collect that chest. Man, what? I don't know why we lost our turn, but that was really dumb. So we got one chest, but there's one more because we also got another one for doing that realm. And I think this is going to be the final chest. Yep, looks like it. We gotta collect the buried treasure as well, so we'll get into some more combat. That's fine. That's totally fine. Alright. Alright, now we can head on. Do we head on home first? Or let's just head directly to the next realm. And then we'll head home, we'll hand in our experiment, and maybe get a free completion for one of the next Rune of Prophecies tasks. Sounds good. To me. All right. New realm. Or 59 is a lovely bonus to take to another random realm. Let's see what we find here. No more extra traits means this is how we deal with these guys. They're fused with hunters, which shouldn't be an issue. Alright. Excuse me? Why was that so slow? That was a bit quicker. Oh, is it because they had a dragon in their party? Probably. That must have been it. Splitting arrow. Ooh, could be anything. I'm gonna say nature. That was just a guess. Could have easily been chaos. Could have easily. It could have easily even been life. Could have easily been sorcery. I had no idea. I just said nature because I know Apocrynox uses like the arrow spells as part of his trait, and he's a nature type guy, I think. Lots of low-level netherstones. No cards, though. Alright. We have Ridelings and Conquest. And that's interesting. Alright. I'll take, as long as you don't give us Unstable Horror or Animated Gem. That's what we don't want. Alright. Alright. Fellas. Let's see what we can find. And, hey, okay. So I guess that is the Sphinx Usurper card. That's our third card. And how are we doing on the Sphinx card set? 4 out of 7. Alright. Enemies get less benefit from their stat slots that boost their attack. That's a very niche bonus, but I'll take it. That's our third card drop for the episode, and that means in our next highlights, I won't be doing just one specialization. I'll be doing multiple. And the way I'm hoping to save time so that I can do it in like roughly the same time as before is that I just will not do any farming. I will just be focusing on getting realm quests done. I'll be ignoring the candle. I'll probably be handing in Runes of Prophecies, but I won't be... Okay. Now the game's just going overboard. Fourth card draw for the episode. 3 of them came from random loot. Just 1 of them was farmed. It's the Skeleton, a Buccaneer card. Creatures deal more damage with attacks. How's the Skeleton set doing? 4 out of 7. Alright. More damage with attacks. That's just unambiguously good. So yeah. Who are you? The Smog Master. Alright, let me just do it like this. This should be enough. Yeah, that Star Pact is what really does the big damage. It seems like the closer we get to completing our card collection, the faster we're finding cards. Which honestly is good, because it felt so slow for so long, and now we're finally... Ooh, there's quite a bit more to this realm. I was gonna say we're finally getting the rewards that we so rightfully deserve. Right. Alright. Here's the candle, and even though we found 4 cards in this episode, I say we should not... we shouldn't take our foot off the accelerator. We should just keep going. Going hard, going fast. So what are we doing? We're done with the Imlings. We're not done with imps. Alright. And we're just done with this realm. But we'll get a few people killed along the way. Ooh, there's a nemesis creature that I somehow missed. I'll have to fight through a few imps to get to him, but it'll be it'll be a chance for us to find a card as well, so I'm not too upset about this. Anyway, let's take out these obtuse creatures and a few more imps, and then let's just make our way towards the exit. Did we find 2 cards in this realm? I think we did. Yeah, we found the Sphinx and the skeleton. Crazy. Yeah, we can go up and around from here, which I'll do. Alright, fellas, let's keep this moving right along. Alright. 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 Pando Shrine gives us a Pando fight, which is fine because it also is a loot drop, I do believe, at the end of the fight. Yep. Nothing from that loot drop, but you know, I'll take it. Right, so now we go back home, hand in our Rune of Prophecies, start the next one. Right, how are we doing for time? We are nearly 47 minutes in. And we'll see if this Rune of Prophecies is requiring us to hand in our goblet. It isn't, so I'm just gonna hold on to it. What else do we need to do for this? No arena combat, but we need to do a bit of gambling. Scratch cards and Siralopoly. Ooh, and we do. Oh, but it's 2 experiment missions. Really, dude? Ugh. I thought I was being so clever by not handing in my experiment. I thought I was being... I was being clever, but the game just didn't want to play along. Sad. Alright, so that's one thing done. And... hey, look at that, we won something. And that's 2 things done. Alright, now let's hand in our experiment. Might as well start another experiment. Oh, we didn't do our pilgrimage. Oh, that's a bit of a misplay. Is anybody at 65? You're at 65. Right, let's go. And ooh, 421 without even having to roll. Let's take that juicy bonus into another random realm and let's see what we can do. Alright. Straight away we have our 5th card drop. Yep. Evil Spirit card. Let's take a look at the Spirit set. 8 out of 10. Healing effects have a chance to ignore Blighted. I don't know how I feel about that. Because does it also apply to... would it also apply to fermented hops? Would it... would it apply to like us blighting the enemy? I feel like that card set either is potentially very bad for a lot of builds, or its description isn't like specific enough. All right. You have the fear debuff, which is kind of annoying, but it really would only be an issue for the master fight, or, you know, Zantai if he shows up in this realm. And I think that's our master to the right. Alright, let's go around smashing up some stuff. And yeah, let's see what else we can find. We have a Riddle Dwarf. Do we need to answer Riddle Dwarf questions? Shallan rules over the Fey lands. We do need to answer Riddle Dwarf questions. Okay, so it's good that we got that one correct. Nothing in either of those chests, that's fine. Now, do we need to kill nature creatures for our new Rune of Prophecies? We do. So we'll start out by killing some imps. We'll just have a jolly good time. Just murdering creatures willy-nilly. Well, not willy-nilly, because we've got to target who we're killing. So I think it's at this point easier to come in from the back of the list. Page 37, Imp Ritualists. You're next. Five cards already from the episode. It's I really do feel that the tide has turned in terms of the rate at which cards are dropping. It's quite. It feels quite good. Like, because for so long, finding cards felt like such an imposing prospect. Finding 1,052 of them, when finding even one felt like such a huge ordeal. But now, finally, we're coasting. We're coasting. Go up first. Nothing there, huh? Chest here. Just there. Is there anything else that we need? Well, there's a few places we haven't explored, so we should look into those. All right. All right. And I think now we're done with this realm. Most likely. Kind of. We just need to go down and around here. And now... oh, there could be something in this corner, so let me just... there could be something here as well. Oh, and there's a thing that we missed, so that's good that I came back this way. Alright. You know what? Let's summon some more imps. Oh, and we haven't even killed the master, right? So I was in a bit. I was in too much of a hurry. Looks like. You know, I'll hit that. Too much of a hurry. Anyway, let's take out the occultist master pretty quickly. It's annoying because I am gonna have to dispel. Otherwise, we're not gonna be able to gain stats. Nevertheless, I do think this should be enough. Well, it was almost enough. And these corpse explosions are gonna kill them. There we go. Yeah, sure, I'll hit a few more of these imps. How close are we on the nature creatures thing? Let's just get the nature creature objective done before we move on. Or if we find the card, then I'll stop. I think that's a different thing. I don't think that's the nature creature objective. Where are all you guys? There's a whole bunch of you. Because it is pretty quick killing them. Let's even kill a few more of them, why not? Why the heck not? Let's just bash a few more of these guys. And then we can move on to the next realm. All right. Yeah, let's go. I think the false god is probably going to be coming up. Lloyd Prime, indeed. And let's see what we can find in this final realm. Oh, we got 367, but I fumbled it. I botched it. Oh, we got 370. What am I doing? Oh my god. Okay, okay. Gotta relax. Deep breaths. Concentrate. 351 with extra traits, I'm sorry, is not good enough. .381 is good enough, and once again the game has bailed me out with a higher roll than the ones that I squandered. Right, let's go in. Let's see what we can do. Again, used with vortexes. That sucks. Yeah, sure, I can make you immune to indirect damage. Emblems. Yeah, sure, you can take less damage. Gotta kill 5 more enemies and a exotic realm. Let's check it out. Oh, these guys had a bad time. Nothing in those chests. That's fine. This is bad, but I'll give you more damage. Why not? Not another trait. I think this one's a really annoying trait that enemies have sometimes had that I've been really not amused by. So let's take it. What does this do? Yeah, while above 90% health, enemies. Yeah, this is such an annoying thing. I don't even know why you would use that as part of your own build, because it isn't even a reliable way of doing anything to the enemy. Again, it feels like one of those things that's just in the game as something for the enemies to have to annoy the player. Right, another buried treasure. Got a master to hunt down as well. The master fight is going to be annoying because of the vortex fusion. Because we can't just... Okay, Okay, so hang on, I gotta see, what have I made the boss immune to? Indirect and spell damage, so I'm gonna have to punch him to death. Noted. And I just saw that our master is not one of the rare masters. That's okay. Here's a preview for how the master fight is probably gonna go. Yeah, that was annoying. Alright. Vesh the Leech Master. It's time. It's time. Okay. Okay. Oh my god, fuck off, dude. I swear to god, if they interrupt my Dread White when he's doing Feign Death, I'll be so angry. But they didn't. That's good. Jesus, man. Come on. Yeah, that was a pretty dumb fight, but it's over, and now hopefully the rest of these fights are gonna be less dumb. There's only 2 more, and then the False God doesn't have fusions, so we're not gonna have to deal with these issues with the False God fight, thankfully. Dumpling. Easy does it. Alright. Oh, I guess we had an objective to hunt down a dumpling. Oop. I didn't even realize that was a civilian giving us treasure. Alright, that's nice. Okay. Please. Man, what? Come on. There we go. Jesus, that was dumb. That was really dumb. Hopefully this fight is gonna be less annoying. Okay, good. And now the False God should spawn. Indeed he has. Let's take out you. And let's get this fight done. Okay, let's get this fight done. Get some gratitude out of you. Is there anything else in the realm? I tell you what, let's... I'm probably gonna regret this, but let's summon some people. Who do we want to kill? we have to kill Chaos, Death, Sorcery. Now, let's get some death creatures on the field. Leeches. Get some toxic leeches on the field. And let's see how these fights go. And we'll kill a few of them on the way to the False God fight, and then we'll wrap up the rest of them afterwards. At least they're dying in one hit. At least that's a thing that's happening. Alright, because we've already found, what, like 5 cards in this episode, but if we could do one more, that would just increase the cushion, the security that I'd feel going for, you know, the next few sessions when I'm doing the 100 realm quests for whatever the next 2 specializations are, without doing extra card farming. Yeah, sure, let's kill a few more. But of course, finding cards as creature drops seems like a... It's not really a thing. It's become obsolete. All the cool kids are just finding cards from treasure chests. Nobody's actually trying to find cards from creatures anymore, or at least that's how it feels. Just because of the discrepancy. We noticed it a while back, that card drops from loot were starting to feel a little bit more common than card drops from creatures, but it's just, the gulf has just really, really widened over the last, let's say, 10 episodes. Part of it might just be that we're just getting really lucky with loot drops. But we're not being unlucky with creature drops. We've gotten quite a few cards from creatures at around the pace you would expect. Maybe even slightly better than what we've historically been getting. It's just that we've been getting so many more cards as loot drops. It's just completely taken over. And you know, that's okay. It doesn't matter how they come, as long as they come, and anything that helps you complete your card album quicker is definitely something to be cherished. Right, these enemies have been surprisingly well behaved. Almost too well behaved. And there's only a few of them left. There's only 2 of them left. And the final enemy, conveniently, is pretty close to the False God. Of course, we're gonna have some nonsense with the very last enemy. I guess it wouldn't be a vortex encounter without something like that happening at least once. Anyway, let's take out Lloyd Prime. Remember, we can only hit him with direct attack damage. That's annoying. I should do Dispel. Why isn't he... Hang on. Why is... Did he Dispel his own debuffs? Because he doesn't have any... He must have cast Dispel. Yeah. Greater Dispel. So, you know what? We're gonna have to entangle him again. Hopefully he doesn't... Well, that's annoying. Let's do Life Orb. Let's do Mutagen. Just do Feign Death, I guess. Alright, we should do Clayman. At this point, let's do... What are you casting, man? Meraxes is probably gonna get himself killed again. What? Man, what? Oh, are you serious? Why are they... Why did he come back to life? All of these spells are redundant. That's annoying. Come on. All you're doing is wasting my time. Come on. Please stop. Again, he's casting Greater Dispel. Please, 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 please just... There we go. Oh, we're casting Dispel because he's occasionally giving himself repelling. And it's triggering one line in our macro. Anyway. Neither of these chests gave us anything. What anointment are we gonna get? And what sort of loot are we gonna get afterwards? Unstable Horror. Well, Unstable Horror could be good for other builds. It's just not good for our build. This could be fun. Red Eye Fight? Red Eye Fight. That's funny. Let's get Red Eye Fight. Maybe there's gonna be some build based around battle fatigue that we can do something about. Or should we get... What was that? Pressure. Each turn. Each turn. Yeah, you know, if it's happening each turn, then it's... Yeah, you know what? I'll take pressure. Because the issue with the... Nothing special there, that's okay. Because the issue with battle fatigue is that you'd have to have other... anointments to make it worth it. So I think it's the Reaver anointments that are based around battle fatigue, right? Yeah, Red Eye Fight is one of them. And you'd have to have a bunch of those, and it'll get, again, like I was saying earlier with the Paladin anointments around that... What was that one called? The Retribution buff. It's like if I'm taking multiple anointments that are dealing with battle fatigue, I might as well just play as the Reaver and get those for free, and then my anointment slots can be used for something else. So, you know, I think that makes more sense. Didn't get a card from the loot drop, but we did get 5 cards elsewhere in this episode. And let's just head home. Yeah, let's just head home. We'll call it good. So... what I'll probably do is... when I'm doing... well, first of all, let's do this. Let's start another Keyforge mission. Let's clear out some of the Netherstone clutter. Let's say, I don't know, from here on. And now what I'll do is... well, first of all, let's change right now. Let's change classes right now. So we're done with Astrologer, Blood Mage, Brewmaster. I don't think we're done with Kabbalist. I don't think we're done with Kabbalist. So I'll do Kabbalist for sure, and probably also Cleric, and then I'll show you the combined highlights for both of them. Yeah, so switch to Kabbalist. And it even switches to my creatures already. I've got my anointments already set. And we're ready to go. So, let me actually confirm this by looking at my character achievements. Blood Mage, Brewmaster, and then that's the last one we've done, other than the Deprived and the Pariah, which we did separately. So that's one thing done. The other thing is I will hold on to this Goblet of Trials, and I'll hand it in during my sessions if it helps me complete a line. And I'll if that happens, I'll show it to you, I guess. It's it would barely qualify as a highlight, but I guess I'll show it to you. And yeah, I think we're just gonna call it like that. There's no point rolling at the you know what? Let me just so that it gets saved. Let me get one realm done. But which realm to do? Which god achievements do we still have to get? Let's do let's do Azural, who he's the lowest. So let's do one in the Frostbite Caverns, and I'll just give you a preview of how this is gonna go. I'm just gonna run straight for the objectives without bothering to do any summoning at all. Any kills we get are gonna be just enemies that are already there. Got to kill a rebel? Are you the rebel? Well, that was easy. That was easy. And I guess what I'll do is Please, please. Just die. Thank you. I guess what I'll do is I'll just pick up the objects that are around. Instead of going all the way around the realm, I'll just pick up whatever objects are nearby. That way we'll be making small bits of progress on other things as well. Alright, so that's done. Have we donated? Yes, we have. Okay, let's take a peek here. I'm getting very far out of the way at this point, but might as well, because, you know, for the Rune of Prophecies, frequently you'll be asked to just break a lot of these breakable objects, or open a lot of chests, or find a lot of resources. And it just happens a little bit faster if you hit these objects as you go along. But one is enough. We're gonna go back home. And now we will end this episode. And before we end, let's reflect on what we accomplished. Did we find any nether stones at all that didn't have traits? Let me just take a quick look. Yeah, we didn't. All of them had traits, so we're saving all of them. Alright, so let's see. What do we get? We didn't get any achievements. Yeah, Construct Master achievement is still the last one we got. But we did find 5 cards. Took us from 941 to 946. Only 106 cards remain to be found. Doesn't even sound like that many compared to how many we've already gotten. Yeah. What else? Let's take a look at some of our battle achievements. See how we're doing on defending and provoking. Getting close to 86,000 provokes. More than 42,000 defends. Pretty good. Pretty good progress on that. Anything else? Let's take a look at our Peculiar Collection achievement. Has gone from 5.08 to 5.09. So slowly inching forward on that one as well. Let's take a look at our realm achievements for, you know, breaking stuff. You know, still around 31,000 and 62,000 respectively. So that's nice. Okay. With that, I think it's time for me to draw this episode to a close. It was a good one. We found some more nice cards. We went past Realm 2000. That was pretty cool. And it was pretty chill. The vortexes showed up twice, so that was kind of not ideal, but they didn't bother us as much as they could have. It could have been a lot worse. And if it could have been much worse if it was tremors. Now that would have been really annoying. But luckily that didn't happen, and we got to enjoy a pretty lucrative episode. So when we come back, I'll start out by showing you any highlights that happened across these 200 realms that I'm going to be doing to get the realm quests done for, I think, the Kabbalist and the Cleric. I'll show you the costumes that we unlocked, and then we'll do a regular episode as well. So that's going to be the plan. Anyway, that's going to be all for this one. It's time for me to say thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. Hope you'll join me in the next episode as well. Until then, take care.